Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here to regale you with a little adventure I had. Godvira, let me go back to the physical realm just for a little bit so that I could attend San Diego Comic-Con 2023. Indeed, Professor Macabro had never gone to Comic-Con before. I knew of its existence. It has a lot of comic books and cartoons and all that like. And in, I would say the last decade, it got really big, exploded, and it became this big elite thing where it was really hard to get tickets. But there wasn't really much of a horror presence at Comic-Con. They had a couple of things here and there, but nothing. It's not a dedicated horror convention. It's a comic book convention, which unfortunately then turned into a TV show and a movie convention, and I have mixed thoughts about that. But this year, 2023, I was able to attend. Professor Macabro was at San Diego Comic-Con, and it was an experience. I wish that there were more horror things to look at, but not that much. However, through the magic of social media, I was able to see that Troma was going to have a booth there, and that Uncle Lloyd Kaufman himself, was going to be there on Sunday. Now, the original plan was for me to go on Saturday, and I was like, gosh, shoot, I could have met Uncle Lloyd. But things happened, some not good things, and some things came across that, I ended up going on Sunday. And I was like, oh goody, I'm going to be able to meet Uncle Lloyd himself. I hope he's there. So I got to Comic-Con, and even posted a video of it, and I was able to meet Uncle Lloyd himself. And it was truly a great experience for me to meet one of the co-creators of Troma. And I really love Troma movies. I wish I owned more, but specifically since Uncle Lloyd was there and Troma was going to have a booth, I was also on the hunt for one of their movies that I've not been able to find. And I found the best version of that movie. And that's not all I found. I actually found quite a bit of stuff at San Diego Comic-Con, and some stuff that I got afterwards and before. So, this video, after that really long intro, is to share the Comic-Con haul, as well as some things that I got recently. So, let's get started! Now, at Comic-Con, I saw these beautiful dolls. I'm not a doll collector. I have so little space to begin with, back when I was alive in the mortal realm, and even though heaven is, big, there's not that much space to stuff all the stuff that I wish I could. It's very contradictory. I would imagine it would be like TARDIS technology, where it's ever expanding, but oh well. So I have to measure the things that I collect. But they have these really cool Monster High Elite dolls. They have your Monster High dolls, but I don't care about that. But they had these really cool Elite dolls. They had an Elvira Monster High doll, which I thought was freaking amazing. They had the Frankenstein and the Bride doll, and they had the Pennywise doll, and a whole bunch of really cool dolls. But again, I'm not a doll collector. I can't fit any more collections other than the movie room collection and the Halloween stuff that I have. But I came across this one. This was not at Comic-Con. This was somewhere else. And I was like, oh, do I really want to buy a doll? But I saw her, and I thought she was pretty cool. And it is this doll. It is a Monster High doll because it has the look of it. But it is a Katrina doll. Professor Macabro, when he was alive, resided in the grand old country of Mexico. And in Mexico, we celebrate both Halloween and our national tradition, El Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. And we have a whole Katrina thing, which is this lady. Sometimes she's dressed in black, sometimes she's dressed in white, sometimes she's dressed in colorful dresses. And it's basically a representation of a spirit that has moved on, or of death. And I saw her, and if you saw Coco, for example, that this is the look of a Katrina. She has her shoes, her skeletal body, and she has the face paint right there. So I was like, I don't collect dolls. But this is a nice Dia de los Muertos decoration that I can put. And, well, I thought it was pretty cool and a nice addition. Indeed. Also, after Comic-Con, I decided to take a trip to the stores, and lo and behold, I went to a Walmart, and I came across Jason Voorhees in the NECA Toony Terrors collection. And oh boy, let me tell you, I saw this guy and I was like, oh my god, it's Jason! The only way that I would have overreacted even more is if I had found the Elvira Toony Terrors figure. I've been hunting for that for a while, but besides Elvira, it was my man Jason. This is my boy. This is my favorite franchise, Friday the 13th. And I already have Michael Myers from my favorite. Well, that's Michael Myers from 2. I don't know if they released a Michael Myers from Halloween 1978, but I have Michael Myers from my all-time favorite horror movie, Halloween. And found Jason. So now my Toony Terror collection is up to 3. Michael Myers, Leatherface, and now my boy, Jason Voorhees. Now I just need to find that Elvira, and I'll be pretty good. Also, if I can find Ash, that would be awesome. So, went to Comic-Con, like I said, and I visited the Troma booth, and Uncle Lloyd was there, and I wanted to specifically buy a movie that I did. And I found the 3-disc collector's edition of Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. And I've been wanting to get this movie for a while. It's the movie that I've never been able to find, never been able to purchase until now. And Uncle Lloyd signed it for me to Professor Macabro. And this makes it even more amazingly special. I was already wanted to get this for the collection, for my Troma collection, which could be bigger. But I'm working on it, and this is one of the movies that I would be willing to pay full price to support Troma and add it to the collection. And again, very nicely autographed, and I was super, super happy to meet Uncle Lloyd and get one of the Troma movies that I've not been able to find. I was also trying to find Surf Nazis Must Die, but they didn't have that one. So, unfortunately, I didn't get it, but I got that, and I got to meet Uncle Lloyd, so I was all cool. Also got this bumper sticker. I Heart Tromaville High School. Also autographed by Uncle Lloyd. Indeed. They gave me this as a gift, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, I bought this one, because again, I wanted to support Troma, and I bought this Toxie for President 2024 pin. This was $3. I was like, I will buy that for $3 and support Troma, because they do great movies and they are one of the few truly independent movie publishers and makers that are out there. So that was amazing. Also got some pins at Comic-Con. I got right at the door. I don't know if this will come up. With my camera that sometimes focuses, sometimes does not. But it's a 2023 Comic-Con pin. And I was like, it's not hard, but it will be a good thing to have in the collection. Also got this Hot Wheels pin. Not horror related, but it was free, and that's my favorite mount. Also, they had, where they had the Monster High dolls, they had this thing. It's a skull with a bow. Kind of looks like a macabre Hello Kitty thing. But it's shiny, and it was free, and I will never say no to something that looks interesting and is free. Also saw this one, and I thought, well, this sometimes describes me to a T. This little keychain that says dead inside. Much like myself, I am dead inside. Haha, so I thought this was pretty cool as well. And I got some more pins. These I purchased. There was this one spot that had a couple of pins, and I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And they had this Godzilla pin. Yes, good, right, I know. Of course you can't have Godzilla without Mothra. So I got Mothra there. What else we got? We got my goddess, Elvira. Because of course I would get Elvira. And lastly, I got Jason Voorhees. Right there. There we go. Yes, indeed, Jason Voorhees. And the last one I got is, this was free as well. It was at a book thing that they had. Not comic books, but books. And it says, I read horror novels. Well, now I can't see it because it's black. I don't know which way it is supposed to go. It's kind of hard to read the text, but it says I read horror novels. So, horror related. Really cool. Like I said, after Comic-Con, I hit the Dollar Tree, hoping that they would have some more movies in stock. But I was able to find a couple of movies. I found Tales from the Hood 3. Yes, I unfortunately don't own Tales from the Hood 1 or 2, but they had 3 for $1.25, and I was like, I'm gonna get it, cause why not? They had this one, which I don't know why I picked up. I'm not big into this particular series, but it's what they had. It's Digimon Adventure Tri. I don't know. I remember they had an angel-looking one that looked cool, and a biker one that I thought was look cool, but I never really followed Digimon. And the highlight of that whole is Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a movie that Professor Macabro, one moment, Professor Macabro has been trying to add to the collection because it has Batman meeting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's just awesome. Unfortunately, I have to work on a budget. I can't splurge as much as I would like. Maybe one day, if I am ever able to get monetized, which with my foul language probably will never happen. But, so I can't buy things on the new. I usually have to wait until I find a sale, buy 3 get 2, buy 2 get 1 for free thing, or they're on liquidation or something like that. But this one never came into that. So when I saw this at $1.25, I was like, hell yes, my man, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because that is such a weird concept to see it finally realized. And lastly, I got some Halloween decorations. Because we got Halloween stuff in stores. And this is a electrical box. And you push the lever here. And it doesn't turn on. Oh my goodness. There we go. Huh. Love it! Love it, love it, love it. And I got to this one. This one was a gift. And I am grateful for the gift, but it looks like this was handmade. It doesn't look like it was made for stores. It looks like someone gobbled it together and made it. But let's see if I can turn this thing on. There we go. And it's also an electrical thing. Me personally, I would have put a skull instead of a hand, because how is the hand screaming? But what do I know? But yes, those were the Halloween things that I got recently, and I'm still waiting for more stuff to hit Halloween in my neck of the woods. I've seen that Halloween stuff has come by, and yes, so I am waiting for that. One moment, because I did have something else and I forgot it. But, one moment, please come with me, if you will, as I take you into a brief footstep. There we go. That wasn't so bad, was it? And I found this hat, which I liked. I like this hat. I like how it looks. And when Professor Macabre sees something that he likes, he buys it. As long as it's cheap. And will cost me that much. So I saw this and I said, I'm gonna buy it because it makes me look pretty styling. Doesn't it? I think it does. So the consequence of my little trip to Comic-Con and the little splurges I did and paid with a credit card, because who in their right mind would give me a credit card? Well, I've been eating Maruchan soups and cheap foods for a whole week, because I gotta pay those bills, but eventually I will get the money to start eating well again, and so yes, but worth it, totally worth it, because I met Lloyd Kaufman and I got all this wonderful stuff, so I count that as a win. I am working to get back to Earth permanently, and so stay tuned for that. But let me know what your thoughts are on the whole. What did you like the most out of everything I shared? And share personal stories of you. Have you gone to conventions and met someone that you were looking to meet? I would like to know in the comments down below. But until I see you next time, this is Professor Macabre wishing you all, like always, a good evening.